This is the news on the hour on Providence Television International. You are welcome. I am Ugbebo Ikekwa. The Girls Brigade Nigeria Edo State Council, led by the state commandant, Mrs. Esther Izomo, on Tuesday paid a courtesy visit to the management and staff of Providence Television International as part of activities to sensitize the general public at the upcoming national convention scheduled to take place in Benin City, Edo State from the 31st of July to the 7th of August 2025. The details. Mrs. Esther Izomo, while highlighting the essence of the Girls Brigade Nigeria, emphasized that it is a Christian religious organization that encourages young female members to fight against social vices such as prostitution and drug abuse. The state commandant disclosed that the 50th General Convention, which is scheduled to take place in Benin City between the 31st of July and 7th August 2025, will attract over 1,000 delegates to the city. Mrs. Izomo further stated that the upcoming convention will also be a big boost to the tourism sector in the state, as it will be an avenue to showcase the rich cultural heritage of the Benin Kingdom.
We are here as members of the Girls Brigade to sensitize the television of the program of the Girls Brigade, and our intention to host the National Council come July 31st to August 7th this year at Edo College along MM. Girls Brigade is a non-denominational voluntary youth organization. It's a gender-based organization that was formed in the year 1893 by Miss Margaret Little in Dublin, and is dedicated into empowering young girls and women to become self-reliant Christian mothers and future leaders.
The state patron of the Girls Brigade, Chief Dr. Bibowe Brai, who was a member of the delegation, noted that the courtesy visit is also an avenue to generate financial support for the upcoming convention, as the Edo State Council intends to make the occasion a historical event.
This program that is coming up from the 31st of July to 7th of August will be a milestone in the history of the Girls Brigade movement in Nigeria. So having to host this program in the year 2025 is of immense benefit to Edo State. Over 1,000 persons will gather. You can imagine what the social life, what the economy will translate within that given space of time.
Commending the Girls Brigade Edo State Council for their efforts in enhancing responsible lifestyles for girls, the chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Providence Television International, Dr. Emmanuel Egariva, cautioned the leadership of the Girls Brigade Edo State Council to be wary of members whose goal is geared towards destroying the vision of the organization. He expressed delight at the upcoming convention, pledging the station's support during the event.
We assure you that we'll give you all the cooperation you need. We'll give you all the assistance you need. I'm sure that this will be the beginning of greater collaboration between us and the Girls Brigade. I want to assure you that we'll continue to live up to our billing as the game changer. Let me also advise that you must watch out for people you bring into the organization. There must be girls who, like Caesar's wife, are above reproach. Okay? You must bring girls who already have the benefit of good upbringing.
High point of the ceremony was a photo session with management and staff of Providence Television International. The Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria on Tuesday called off its indefinite strike, which began on Sunday night. The union, in a communique on Monday signed by JUSUN National Vice President Mustapha Laminu and principal officers of various sections of the judiciary, mandated workers to resume work on Wednesday. In the communique calling off the strike, the JUSUN cited assurances obtained from the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, and other stakeholders that 1 month be given to engage the federal government to ensure the release of funds to the judiciary. The federal government has issued a stern warning about the looming threat of large-scale flooding expected to impact 30 states and the Federal Capital Territory, urging urgent action to prevent a repeat of the deadly Mokwa disaster in Niger State, which claimed over 200 lives last week. During a press briefing held on Tuesday in Abuja, the Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Engineer Joseph Itsev, cautioned that the rainy season could trigger devastating floods, especially in vulnerable communities across Nigeria. The minister listed the states identified as high-risk flood zones based on hydrological assessments. The states include Abia, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra, Bauchi, Bayelsa, Benue, Borno, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Edo, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Nasarawa, Niger, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Rivers, Sokoto, Taraba, Yobe, Zamfara, and the Federal Capital Territory. The Edo State Ministry of Education has officially commenced the 2025 Basic Education Certification Exam, the BECE, across the state, marking a grand step in government's ongoing efforts to enhance educational standards and ensure integrity within the system. Under the stewardship of Dr. Padi Yamu, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, the examination process has been carefully organized to promote transparency and fairness. Aligned with the reform priorities of Governor Monday Okpebholo's administration, this year's BECE is being conducted at designated examination centers instead of individual schools, aimed at eliminating examination malpractice by putting an end to notorious miracle centers which have long undermined the credibility of the examinations. Parents and teachers have praised the smooth execution of the examination so far and the effective collaboration between schools and the Ministry of Education. Edo State government, through its Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, has rescued a 9-month-old baby alleged to have been stolen during a church service on Sunday, 1st June 2025, around the Siloko Road axis of Benin. The baby has been reunited with its biological family in Benin City. The suspect, a young lady whose name is yet to be disclosed, took the baby to an orphanage, claiming to have found the child abandoned. However, her story raised suspicions, which prompted staff of the orphanage to contact the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, and upon interrogation by the police, the suspect confessed to stealing the baby during a church service. Investigations are ongoing to determine the motive behind the suspect's actions, and she is presently in police custody. Super Eagles coach Eric Shelley has warned that the team still has a lot of things to improve on to bring their hopes of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup to life. Shelley, who took over the Eagles' job in January 2025, has the mandate of leading the team to the final of the 2025 AFCON in Morocco and overturning the team's ill-fated 2026 World Cup qualifiers campaign. The Super Eagles are currently preparing for their third friendly game in 2 weeks' time, facing Russia on Friday after beating Ghana and Jamaica to win the second edition of the Unity Cup in London last Saturday. And now to the exchange rates. One United States dollar, its equivalent in naira, presently stands at 1,582. 1 euro, equivalent in naira, 1,806. 1 British pound presently stands at 2,145 naira. 1 Canadian dollar, 1,155 naira, and the Australian dollar, its equivalent in naira, is presently 1,027. And that's the news on the hour on Providence Television International. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.